Hello, welcome to my cozy little corner of YouTube. This week I think we'll do a fall themed vlog. I thought that would be really fun. It has not felt like fall in the town that I live in at all. It's been so hot, but the weather today has finally cooled down, so I'm hoping that'll put me in a good mood. And I've been doing a little Halloween paint by numbers, so I think we'll do that. We'll maybe do some journaling, and I've been reading a new vampire book. I think we'll probably decorate for Halloween. Later I'm gonna go to the grocery store and pick up some pumpkins and a few other little goodies. I'm also thinking we'll probably watch Practical Magic and maybe have some soup and some tea and just really comforting things that feel like fall. And then later in the week we'll be going to a cozy little cabin, and I'm hoping that we didn't miss the fall leaves. It's very possible they'll be gone by the time we get there, but that's okay. It'll still be really fun and really cozy, and I just think this will be a really fun week. If the fall doesn't want to come here, I'm going to bring the fall to me. And yeah, I think it'll be a really fun week. So thanks for joining me. What are you doing? Okay, so I just got back from the store. No pumpkins. The store we went to just did not have a good selection, and I started to feel a migraine coming on, and it got really hot outside, and we just didn't want to go to the other store, which I know has better pumpkins, but we'll go soon. We'll get some pumpkins soon for sure, because my dog loves them. She loves the little mini pumpkins, so we always get her one every year. So we're definitely getting pumpkins. But I did get some cute little stuff. I got these little orange Halloween lights that we can hang up and have a movie night. I thought that would be really cute. And I got this little bat. I just couldn't resist. It was so cute. So I'm going to put that probably on our TV stand. I don't know. They didn't have a lot of stuff, but I just found a few little things that I thought were cute. We got some Halloween pretzels. I'm a big fan of any kind of pretzel snack. Chocolate covered, yogurt covered, I don't care. These ones are chocolate. I already dipped into them. They're really good. And then we got these spooky Keebler cookies. I think we're going to use these for s'mores, like if anybody wants to replace graham crackers with cookies. But we did get some s'mores stuff as well. I think we're going to do a fire pit tonight, so that should be really fun. I don't know, it just seemed nice. It should cool back down later, so hopefully it does, and we can do that. And then I have been desperate for a cinnamon broom. Since we moved to this town like 2.5 years ago, I have not been able to find one in any store. And then today, this one arrived. It has a lot of stuff on it. I usually just want like a plain cinnamon broom, but that's fine. This is cute. And then we paid for it and took it outside, and I realized it does not smell like cinnamon at all. It's just an aesthetic broom. I'll take it. I want a broom. I want to hang one up, but I wish it was cinnamon scented. So I don't know. I might have to order one online just because I really miss getting them at Trader Joe's, or even the local grocery store used to have them, but they just don't have them here. So that's what I've got. I might lie down for a bit just because I'm really not feeling good with my head and everything, but I want to, decorate a little bit later and do the fire pit, and I don't know, just be really cozy, and hopefully it'll be just a really cozy fall themed week. So I thought I could do a little reading update. It is early in the morning, everyone is asleep, and we're leaving for the cabin tomorrow, so that'll be really fun. But I thought I would check in and kind of give some of my reading progress on the book I've been reading. This is The Buffalo Hunter by Stephen Graham Jones, and I just love his writing style. I read The Only Good Indians last year and I completely fell in love with that story. It was kind of like a folk horror about the natural world, and it was just really beautiful but also really haunting and scary, and I just loved it. I love horror. I'm a big horror reader, but I've never read a Western horror before. I've never read a Western of any kind. My boyfriend keeps telling me to watch Bone Tomahawk because he thinks that I would enjoy it, but I've never been someone who's into Westerns. So I might give it a chance after reading this because I am really enjoying this. This is a vampire book set in the West. It's from two different timelines. It's about a man in 2012 who is reading a document from one of his ancestors from 1912 who was a priest in Montana, and he's recounting his story about a Blackfoot man he met who came to his church. Sorry, I don't know much about, I think it's a Lutheran-based church. I don't know if it's called like a mass or just a church day gathering. I'm sorry. I'm not super familiar with the religion, but they did meet, and the man is telling him his story and telling him that even though he looks young, he's actually 80 years old, and he's recounting how he became this immortal being. I'm only 106 pages in, and I am loving it. This story is so immersive. Stephen Graham Jones just has such an amazing way of writing individual characters' voices very strongly. Each character has their own distinct voice, and he writes in a way that just sounds so realistic for that character. None of them sound like robots, they sound like real people. Their cadence and their essence makes them feel so alive and so real. Like, I genuinely feel like I'm reading someone's journal when I'm reading the priest recounting the story that he's hearing. And I just fall right in, and I want to read more by him. I'm hoping that I can get a lot of reading done at the cabin. I also have a hair appointment later, so I'll be able to read while I'm there. But I'm just loving this. I know that there's a plotline of revenge in this, and it will get even more gory than it already has been. So I'm really excited to see kind of how it all comes together. But right now I'm loving it. I think it's kind of the perfect fall read, but I also think it would be a good summer read since it has those Western vibes. But yeah, I cannot wait to read this at the cabin and just have some cozy fall vibes. Cozy little cabin. It is so beautiful. There's so many orange leaves. A lot of them have fallen, but it just looks magical, and it's really crisp and chilly out there, so I think we're gonna bundle up and take our dog for a walk. I'm gonna read my book. I'm gonna have some soup. I brought some leftover tortellini soup that I made the other day that turned out really good, so I'm gonna do that, just get warm, get cozy, and then I think we're gonna watch a horror movie later and just bundle up and enjoy it while we're here. We're only here overnight and then we leave tomorrow, so yeah, I think it'll be really fun, and I'll take you along and check in periodically. It's morning now. I don't know how this lighting looks, but just bear with me. It's, you know, kind of dark in here still. We just took our dog for a walk and it is so chilly and crisp outside. It just feels nice to be bundled up. Where we live is still really very hot, so this has been really nice to just kind of get away and get some nice cool air. It is actually quite cold, but I'm enjoying that. And then I woke up kind of early and got some reading in, and that was really nice to kind of read in the quiet while everyone's still sleeping. And now we're probably gonna make some breakfast and then start packing things up and heading back to the real world. But we like to come up here, you know, every now and again. It's just so peaceful and so beautiful, and it's just nice to get away from the heat of where we live. It's starting to cool down a bit, but it's just been miserable. So I don't know, this has just been really fun, and we'll probably be back soon. Maybe I'll bring you along next time too, but I just love it up here. It's so peaceful and beautiful. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna make breakfast and then we'll probably take Eleanor for another long walk before we leave, and yeah, back to the real world, unfortunately.